Target is a retailer of general merchandise with their headquarters being located in Minneapolis, Minnesota. They have stores in all 50 states as well as the District of Columbia. Their store motto is "Expect more, pay less." They have been using this motto since 1974. There is a Target store located within 10 miles of 75% of the United States population. They employ over 350,000 team members. Shipt and Roundel is owned by the Target Corporation. They have generated 93.6 billion in revenue in the year of 2020. They have 1,926 stores located in the United States, 49 supply chain facilities, and 20 office locations globally. Target's mission is to help all families discover the joy of life every day. Target's mission statement is to make Target the preferred shopping destination for our guests by delivering outstanding value, continuous innovation, and exceptional guest experience by constantly fulfilling our "Expect More, Pay Less" brand promise. Their vision statement is to support their mission. They are guided by their commitments to great value, the community, diversity, and the environment. Target's mission and vision statement shows that one of their main focuses is their customers and allowing them to have a shipping experience that makes them feel welcomed and want to come back. They are also focused on customer satisfaction and providing the best products and prices they are possibly able to do. Target has a decently big size of products and services they offer to the public. Target offers food, beverages, apparel, accessories for men, accessories for women, accessories for kids, baby products, household essentials, home decor, furniture, patio and garden, kitchen and dining, toys, electronics, musical instruments, movies, music, video games, books, sports and outdoors, beauty, luggage, and school supplies. Target makes sure they're getting the best products for their consumers. They met with all of their vendors and have their products tested before marketing them and making them available for the public. 1/3 of Target's products are only exclusively sold at Target with their private label brands or brands that they own.
The PESTEL framework is used to analyze and discuss the general environment. There are 6 factors that make up this framework, which include political, economic, social, technological, environmental, and legal. One major factor that affected the general environment within the last few years was the COVID-19 pandemic, which began in March of 2020. This affected many areas of the general environment because it caused businesses to close, go remote, or adhere to strict rules and regulations. The 2020 presidential election was a massive factor within the political portion of the PESTEL framework because new policies and procedures were implemented, causing changes to capital spending, wages, and other benefits. Inflation is also a factor that has been an enormous issue within the economy because prices on many things are at an all-time high, creating a struggle for people these days. The general environment is also affected by factors within society like income, buying patterns, and societal attitudes. Technological factors like research and development were impacted as well because of employee and supply shortages and level of importance. Environmental factors of the PESTEL framework include supply of raw materials, climate change, and natural disasters. Lastly, the legal factors that affect the general environment include consumer rights, employment laws, and health and safety laws. These health and safety laws are a huge factor right now because of the debate over whether businesses should require a vaccination mandate. The 5 forces of competition model play a big part in an external analysis as well because it takes into consideration the threat of new entrants, bargaining power of buyers and suppliers, threat of substitute products, and rivalry amongst competing firms. There are constantly new entrants emerging within the retail world. Bargaining power of suppliers is something that Target has very little control over because the suppliers that Target chooses will send whatever items they want. Suppliers can also substitute items whenever there is a supply shortage or discontinued item. Bargaining power of buyers is also included in the 5 forces of competition model. This means that buyers have the ability to shift sales of certain items based on pricing. Finally, the rivalry amongst competing firms is something I feel Target does not have to worry about because businesses like Walmart and Amazon offer items specific to each customer's needs or wants. Therefore, customers will go where they know that they can get what they need.
With many resources at their disposal, Target is able to leverage them to create competencies that drive the business. Having many locations allows them to attract many consumers around the country, where they then display the charm of the staff and brand recognition. Consumers can enjoy the convenience of shopping at Target location and feel comfortable knowing they're purchasing high-quality products at competitive prices. The marketing mix for Target Corporation involves price, product, promotion, and place. Target does a good job at pricing their products for the quality that they are at a very reasonable price that their customers can afford and be satisfied with. Target has a wide variety of products that can exceed the expectations of their consumers and also their wants and their needs. Target does a good job promoting their products through their marketing mix. Target promotes their products through social media ads, paper ads in the mail, and also over television commercials. Because Target has multiple stores in all 50 states, it is said that everybody who lives in a big city lives within 10 miles of a Target Corporation. This makes it easy access for people to shop at a Target company store and be able to have a satisfied experience when shopping.
Understanding the performance of a business can be accomplished through the analysis of 4 critical areas of a corporation's financials. The balance sheet, or financial snapshot, shows the current financial standing of a company. On the balance sheet, analysts can locate the assets of a firm as well as the liabilities it owes. By using ratios, there can be a greater understanding of how assets, liquidity, debt, and profitability are managed within Target. The financial ratios will also provide a standardization that will allow for easy comparison to other companies' financial situations. Taking a closer look at Target Corporation's balance sheet, we will see that we have assets on the left side. Here we can see cash or cash equivalents and other things that contribute to the business operations of the firm. Now on the right side, we can see liabilities and shareholder equity. Liabilities would include anything that is debt or expenditures, rent, depreciation, and taxes of the business. Shareholders' equity would be composed of how Target raised capital to purchase their assets. When liabilities and shareholders' equity are added together, they should equal the total assets. Liquidity can serve companies greatly as it measures the ability to meet obligations or debts within 1 year as well as cash on hand. Being that Target is a retail company, competitors in the industry tend to operate with a lot of debt and cash in large amounts. Observing the current ratio, this financial calculation allows for a better understanding of how Target can meet their immediate debts compared to the assets or cash equivalents. For the years 2019, 2020, and 2021, the current ratio for Target was 0.83, 0.89, and 1.03. Unfortunately, in the scenario of liquidation, Target wouldn't be able to meet their short-term obligations except for 1 year. Operating with thin margins puts added pressures on the company to continue rapid sales in order to satisfy debt payments. The good news, however, is that Target in 2021 would be able to satisfy every dollar of debt and have 3% cash remaining. The quick ratio, also known as the acid test ratio, measures the ability of a company to pay all of its outstanding liabilities when they come due, with only assets that can be quickly converted to cash. For the years measured, Target's quick ratios were 0.2, 0.27, and 0.5, all meaning that they wouldn't be able to satisfy debts with only convertible assets. Target is operating with a lot of debt on hand, given their industry, but in the event that they need to liquidate for debts, they would be in a very tough scenario. The 4 asset management ratios are very important to a retail company like Target, as they will reveal how effective their assets and liabilities to sell inventory are. Inventory turnover ratio is the company's ability to sell inventory on hand. Inventory turnover ratios were 5.61, 6, and 6.21 for the years measured. Target has a strong ability to turn over a lot of products within a short period of time. The days sales outstanding ratios were 2.03, 1.97, and 2.46, meaning that Target sees about 2 days before they collect cash from the sales. Next, fixed asset turnovers were 3.02, 3.05, and 3.48, which indicated that Target is effectively generating sales from their fixed assets on the balance sheet. Finally, the total asset turnover ratio may be one of the most important ratios analyzed. This ratio shows how much revenue can be generated by the total amounts of assets a company owns. Target's performance over the 3 years was 1.87, 2.16, and 1.83. If Target could improve this ratio, they would be able to see greater revenues and eventually could see better profit margins. In all, Target's greatest performance can be seen in their ability to turn over inventory in such short periods of time. Debt management ratios take a longer-term perspective towards a company's ability to repay debt. Target competes in an industry where short-term debt and long-term debt play important roles in the operations of a business. Target's debt ratio, which compares the total liabilities to assets, was 0.73, 0.72, and 0.72. Therefore, Target is able to repay long-term debts, but they outweigh the overall assets of the firm. Another important ratio to consider is the times earned interest earned ratio, or TIE ratio, which relates the earnings before interest and taxes, or EBIT, to Target's interest expenses. Over the 3 years, they performed with a 9.78, 6.68, and 22.16, which were great numbers. Target would be able to cover their interest expenses many times over with the operating income generated from their business. Profitability may be one of the most important reasons why people engage in business activities. The 3 ratios for profitability are net profit margin, return on assets, and return on equity. The 3 ratios can explain how effective a company is at the bottom line of the income statement and how much money can be generated by assets and reveal to investors if they should consider purchasing equity in a company. Target's net profit margins were low at 0.04, 0.05, and 0.07. An important factor to consider, however, is Target is improving their profit margins. Next, the effectiveness of their assets was 0.08, 0.10, and 0.14, again revealing improvements in income from assets. Finally, return on equity for investors also improved from 0.29 to 0.37 and to 0.48. Investors can be assured that the financial health of Target and their abilities to be profitable are improving in one of the most difficult industries to compete in.
The SWOT analysis is a visual representation of a company's strengths and weaknesses, as well as opportunities and threats in the market. Target's biggest strengths are their unique target experience, strong customer loyalty, location and quantity of stores, convenience factor, and product quality. The 3 biggest weaknesses that could be problematic for Target are competitive pricing, or lack thereof, data security, and financial performance. Opportunities that Target could take advantage of include increasing their global market presence, drive-up grocery services, small format stores, and their customer loyalty Red Card program. The primary threats that Target faces are market uncertainty, rising costs, and e-commerce. The TOES analysis uses the factors presented in the SWOT analysis to formulate business strategies. The Maxi strategies for Target include creating convenient grocery pickup locations in high traffic areas, expanding stores globally, and continuing to develop customer loyalty with new loyalty program features. The Mini Maxi strategies include going global to boost financial performance and using customer loyalty rewards to counteract rising prices. The Maxi Mini strategies we suggest are to offer COVID-safe shopping solutions and use in-store displays as a demonstration of product quality. The Mini strategies are to seek out creative solutions to lower prices without negatively impacting quality, and focusing on data security to improve their reputation against online companies. We believe that all of these strategies will contribute to Target's long-term success.
The key to a successful business is understanding what your strengths and weaknesses are. Target may be a top leading retail store, but it could benefit from several improvements within the corporation. Profit margin is an internal factor that would improve if Target focused more on utilizing online sales like Amazon does. This would allow more customers the opportunity and convenience of shopping from the comfort of their homes. The COVID-19 pandemic forced many people to learn to shop from home, and some still do. If Target were to continue to improve their online shopper experience, I feel their audience would drastically shift, giving Amazon a run for their money. Target is known for the quality of their products, but looking into a more cost-effective avenue of manufacturers would also increase their profit margin. For instance, Walmart sells cheaper quality items at a lower price, which draws more people in to purchase items. These items are more affordable to lower wage earners, which creates a higher profit margin for Walmart. Another recommendation is for Target to enter the global market. Target stores are currently located in all 50 of the United States, but they have not expanded their stores into foreign countries. Investing money into their research and development team would be another great idea because they could decide on the more profitable places to expand their stores. This would also increase the profit margin as well because more shopping opportunities increases higher sales. Advertising is another recommendation that would benefit Target because new and improved ad campaigns have the potential to appeal to younger crowds, increasing sales. Also, another advantage to advertising would be to include a price match guarantee. This would allow customers to search for the best deal, yet continue to shop at Target knowing they will get the item for the best overall price. This becomes a win-win situation because the customer gets a better deal and Target doesn't lose a sale. Unfortunately, spending money to profit in one area can create more debt in another. This is a general rule of thumb for any business because you must spend money to make money. Overall, I feel that Target has done well for themselves over the years because it takes hard work and dedication to become one of the top leading retail stores. However, with the world constantly changing, Target needs to stay above the competition by doing everything it can to keep up with those changes.